Hey guys, welcome back to another Leaf and Libations cigar review. Today we have the Plasencia Alma Fuerte. This is the Nestor 4 in Toro size. It is a Nicaraguan Imperial, which I am super excited to get into. I am Ace, this is Q. Got any information on this guy?
So Alma Fuerte is strong soul in Spanish, so I'm anticipating this being pretty pronounced, pretty powerful, which is typical with Plasencia. And they make such a wide range of product that I think this might top out near their fuller end of their product lines.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I think you hit it right on the head. It's a nice little oily wrapper here, nice dark shade to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to pack a lot of strength, being just a Nicaraguan Imperial. I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah, and the construction, the veins are very tight. Not a whole lot of stemmy action. A good triple cap. It's a really well-made cigar.
Now let's get into it.
Let's.
So I think my first initial notes on this right out of the gate is just a big cedar draw, a big cocoa draw. It's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna ramp up here as we get into this.
Yeah, there's a lot of strong woody notes, and back end is pepper for me, black pepper almost, which is welcome. I'm looking forward to that. And there's a little bit of sweetness there, a little bit, not a whole lot. It's not super pronounced, not in the way of a dark Maduro maybe. It is sweet. This is peppery and savory.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, cool. We'll get into this a little bit, and we'll come back. Hey guys, welcome back. We are into the first third of the Plasencia Alma Fuerte. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and talk about what I'm pulling right from this out of the gate. Little bit of, right initially on the back of the palate, it's a little dry, but I'm still picking up the pepper. We are getting the cedar. There is some of that dark cocoa and almost a little bit of chestnut almost. I think it's just going to keep on expanding upon those flavors right there, but what do you think?
Chestnut, that's a good pick. Yeah, it's a little dry in the back of the palate, but the pepper is really the leading flavor for me, but it's not overpowering, it's not painful. It's not like it's not an enjoyable cigar so far, but it's really pronounced where some other Nicaraguan tobaccos maybe a little earthier, maybe a little hay barnyard-ish, where this is more pepper prominent.
But I think I expect that to fade a little bit.
I think so.
When we get in there.
I think so. It's super enjoyable. I've got a very slightly wonky burn, but as I've said in every cigar I've ever smoked, that's user error. I just don't light them very well. I'm not patient enough. But super enjoyable. And the oil sheen is just spectacular.
Yeah, it is a very beautiful cigar.
Flat tooth though, which is nice. I think that's going to produce some good flavors.
Absolutely. Okay guys, we'll get into it a little further and get back to you.
Well, we've made it through the first third and well into the second third, and at least for me, the flavors have really changed in a profound way. The pepper is almost non-existent, but it's been replaced with...
Which we thought.
But I think it's replaced with almost molasses. The really nice, complex, dark sweetness that I didn't expect to replace the pepper.
Absolutely.
I ended up wearing the first third's ash on my shirt, but up until that point, it was holding on beautifully.
Yeah.
That wonky burn that I mentioned from user error has
straightened right out.
It's razor sharp, and I'm really impressed. The complexity is outstanding.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely a sure sign of a premium cigar, a good roll cigar too. I'm getting a little bit of the same. The pepper is falling off. I've noticed that the dryness has kind of come away. I'm still getting cedar. The chestnut is still there, but this is, I expected the strength to really ramp up by now, and typically, halfway in is where you start picking that up. I would really love to try this cigar. I'd love to smoke this again with a glass of bourbon. I'm a huge whiskey fan. This would be great to see what other flavors you could pull with that, or how the one would complement the other. But overall, I mean, it's been an awesome cigar. Again, just a beautiful cigar. The ash is just beautiful. It's hanging on like a champ. I'm gonna go ahead and ash it so we don't have any mess here. But
so what would you pair it with? Now that you're halfway through.
Typically, so my favorite cigars are Nicaraguan puros. I do like the more bold, the more robust. I like dark roast coffee and things like that. So naturally, I gravitate towards those things. I would pick something of the cast strength variety. I'm a huge Four Roses fan. The Four Roses single barrel selections and cast strengths, something 120 proof, to be able to keep up with those dark, bold notes. I mean, these are hard flavors to go over. I don't think certain 90 proofers are probably going to get that done. Your standard whiskeys. So I'd have to go with something a little more high octane.
I can understand that. I think I'd probably go with Elijah Craig.
Okay.
Elijah Craig is not super fumy, but round flavored, really coats the palate well.
Nice characteristic. Elijah Craig has a beautiful characteristic of that wood smell.
Right.
That's his signature to them.
Right. So I think I could find myself sitting down with one of each.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see what other secrets this cigar holds, because the transition from first third to second third was enormous. I'm really excited to see what the last third holds.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be rich mahogany and leather-bound book. Hey guys, welcome back. We are in the final third of the Plasencia Alma Fuerte. This big, beastly Nicaraguan puro.
It is.
Man, this is a large cigar. This has been very slow smoking.
Yes.
I would like to think that I puff quicker than the average smoker, and we're having to put in the work on this one, but all has been well. I think the cedar notes that we mentioned and the chestnut is hanging on. Haven't really got the dry palate thing back.
No.
But again, this has taken a while, which is great. This is a big, bold smoke. Sit down for a while,
Right.
relax.
Yeah, and if it weren't enjoyable, I don't think we would smile when we say it's taken a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think like I said at the end of our second third, there's still some complexity in profile here. It's
Yes.
changing still for me.
Yes.
I'm getting less molasses like I got in the second third, but more like a graham cracker almost.
Yeah, I could relate to that.
Sweet,
Yeah.
kind of grainy, not in texture, but like in a grain. Closely I come up with is a graham cracker.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's been complex is definitely a good word for it. If you're just the average smoker and you may not sit down and break it down like we do, that's totally fine. These things are, if you really just took the time though, I mean, you could really sit down and try to,
You could.
You could take the time to go through this thing and pick out a lot, because there's a lot here. I mean, it's terrific.
Yeah, and I would say I'm surprised at how complex it is being a puro. That there's not a wide variety cocktail of leaves in here. It's all from Nicaragua,
That's right.
but it's profound in a way that wild blends can be.
That's right. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see this, guys, on camera. I straight cut this cigar. I typically V-cut, but I straight cut this one. There's a lot of smoke production on this thing.
A lot.
Yeah, this is a good size stick. I'm digging it.
Yeah, and I mentioned to you in the intro that while I puff hard on it, I could see that the line of cherry above the burn line was pretty far into the ash, which to me says the tobacco was well cared for.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think the guys at Plasencia, they do just a terrific job. They've been around for, don't quote me on this, I think about 145 years
Something like
in the
that,
tobacco industry. They definitely know what they're doing.
Yeah, you don't get a legacy like that when
No.
you throw it together. They do a great job.
No, yeah, there are a few brands around that have been around that long.
Right,
So
right, that's a storied name.
absolutely. Well, guys, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate all the support. Continue to follow our page for new content. We'll be putting up new cigars, hopefully new spirits as well. You guys have a good one.
All right, thanks for tuning in.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Leaf and Libations YouTube channel. Please be sure to click and subscribe to see what the guys are smoking next.